안녕하세요. 헤드라인을 한글 자막으로 정리해드리는 헤드라인 한글 자막 시간입니다.
Here's a quick snapshot of where things stand with the pandemic. More than 4 million people worldwide have tested positive for COVID-19. Almost 300,000 had died from the disease when we put this show together. The nation with the most positive tests is the United States, which has seen more than 1,300,000 confirmed cases. Most people who catch this virus do recover, but it is deadlier than the flu. That's why some health officials encourage those who were celebrating Mother's Day yesterday to continue avoiding groups of more than 10 people and to keep their physical distance from mom, avoiding hugs and kisses. In California, health officials say a coronavirus patient who was coughing at a party recently spread the disease to more than 5 other people. The patient and at least some of the other guests were not wearing masks or keeping distance from each other.
As more U.S. states move to lift coronavirus restrictions, a closely watched model for gauging the disease's spread continues to raise its estimate for the number of deaths in the United States. For the second time in under a week, the University of Washington's Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluation revised its forecast, which now stands at more than 137,000 deaths by August, roughly 3,000 more than its prior estimate on May 4th. On Sunday, the Institute's director, Christopher Murray, told CBS News that the reason was simple. More people moving around means more infections.
What's driving the change is, simply put, the rise in mobility, and that's the key driver. We're seeing in some states, a 20 percentage point increase in just 10 days in mobility, and that will translate into more human contact, more transmission. And then the other thing that we're seeing in some states is, which is why we like to revise the forecasts on a very regular basis, is that we're just seeing more cases and deaths than expected in certain places. But it's mostly mobility that's driving up the numbers.
Murray said.
This is BBC World News. I'm Sally Bundock with the headlines. In England, employees in construction and manufacturing have been told to return to work from today, but workers should avoid using public transport. The UK has announced it plans to start imposing a 2-week quarantine period for passengers coming into the country. It's thought arrivals from France and the Republic of Ireland would be exempt. Lockdowns in other European countries are being eased. Shops and most primary schools in France are reopening. In Spain, people outside the worst affected cities of Madrid and Barcelona can now meet in groups of up to 10. And China's confirmed 5 new cases of the virus in Wuhan, the original epicenter of the outbreak. It's the second day running that new cases have emerged from the city. Those are the headlines on BBC World News.
This is AP News Minute. Iranian media reports that Iran's Navy accidentally sank one of its own ships during a training exercise. The reports say well over a dozen Iranian sailors were killed and more were wounded. Vice President Mike Pence is self-isolating after an aide tested positive for the coronavirus. The vice president has repeatedly tested negative for the virus, but is following medical advice. Hikers crowded into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park over the weekend. The park in Tennessee reopened on Saturday, quickly drawing visitors from dozens of states. A shark attack killed a 26-year-old man off the Northern California coast on Saturday. The victim was an avid surfer who customized surfboards for a living. Rita Foley, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.